dating up, dating down, men scared to date women that are richer than them. Wumi, you're the guest, so as usual, you start. What do you think?
Oh God.
I know the big boss
Men scared
from
to.
med school.
I don't know. I think we should be asking men that. Are you guys
Mm.
scared of women?
No, you know I asked you first though, because also on your line of work, I mean,
Laws. How much do you think doctors are paid? Don't kill me with laughter right now.
doctors in the UK, you lot don't make money.
Probably
She
not crazy.
laughed.
Yeah.
She
I
laughed.
don't think it's that crazy actually. I think she's right here.
Really?
Yeah.
You
God,
mean need to come to the US actually?
my dear.
Yeah, because you guys pay for medical bills. You know, UK everything is free. Like it's free healthcare.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's insurance here, but even with insurance,
Free in
it's
quotes.
expensive.
I mean, free. We're the ones that pay for it now, international students and whatnot. We're the ones that pay for it, but for the general public, it's free. So there's only like so much they can pay their doctors. You know.
Right. So come on, what do you think though? What do you think?
Yeah, scared. I don't know about scared. I say hesitant. I think they're hesitant to do it, and I feel like a lot of that comes from the roles that men assume, and especially
Would
like,
you be hesitant?
oh me, you're talking about
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Nah, no, I really wouldn't care to be honest. Like personally, I feel like I have the potential to be on a trajectory that can match her, so I don't really feel like it should be a big deal if both of us are earning money. And
No,
if
but what
it's
if you're
like,
not though? No, what you just said is not going to be a problem
what
because
if I'm
eventually
not?
I'll match hers. But what if you're never just going to
So
make
I'll
as much
really
bread as she is?
as much.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
I don't think it matters if I'm making as much as long as I'm making enough. Like
For
honestly, I don't
yourself?
feel. But the family now.
No, but she's making. So say she's making. I don't know what's like an average salary in the UK. Say she's making 900K per year. Huh?
Nigga said 900K per year. Wait,
That's
give me 900K
naira.
pound.
What are we talking about?
No, 900. Come on, if your baby's on 900K per year, which is a lot of
In
money, right?
pounds. Is it pounds?
In pounds, yeah, in
Yeah.
pounds. You're on, I don't know what's an average salary, like 80K per year or something
That's
like
not
that.
even average for Christ's
I
sake.
don't know what you niggas make in the UK, guy.
Average is like 20 something.
Per year? Jesus.
Oh, per year, per year. Yeah, no, per
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
Really?
It's like people live on that.
I'm asking what?
Per year. And that's
Yeah.
What's
without
happening in the
tax.
UK?
That's without tax. They're not
That's
taking out the
before
tax from that yet.
It's like you peasants. Oh, sorry.
I did not say that.
Oh, we ourselves, my dear.
For really though, y'all struggling in the UK for real. Okay.
Yeah, no? Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's call it 20 something. Jesus. Okay, so she's obviously making excessive amounts of bread. And you would,
Okay, wait. Just before, if we need to make this more realistic, like, let's say 50.
that you're making 50.
Yeah, let's say 50.
Okay, cool. You're making 50. I mean, that's sure. She's still making 900. So now
Uh-huh.
what? I mean, you will never really be able to match her
Mm-hmm.
income. Now what? I mean, because the impression you gave was eventually you'd match. But what if you don't? How does that affect you in a relationship?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to match her income. I feel like I just need to make enough to where I can take care of the family and not feel like.
But she's going to
And
be taking care of the family because you don't make shit.
nah, I make enough to take care of the family though. That's
50?
yeah, bro. I think you need to know like how finances work in the UK.
Okay. Even if that's enough to take care of the family, but she can obviously take care of the family better than you'd be able to. Like if you're buying the family a car and it's a Toyota, she can buy, I don't know, 15. So
I
Get
think
your
you need. Okay,
15.
I think first off, I think you need to understand that because I'm a Muslim, we have expectations and we have duties. And my duty as a Muslim guy, in a marriage scenario, is to take care of the family. Like that's my primary duty. So
okay.
my wife, whatever money she makes is her money. Like it does not affect me in any way. It does not contribute.
Oh, I see.
It does not contribute to the bills. It does not contribute to the family. Like whatever the wife in a Muslim marriage makes is her money. So at the end of the day, all I need is to make enough money to take care of the family. If she's comfortable marrying me, knowing how much I'm making, then her money is
Knowing that
honestly,
you
she could be
broke.
making
Yeah.
900, she could be making 20. Like it really makes no difference to me. That's what that's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay, I feel that. Rose, what about you in that same scenario?
Man, to be honest, I actually don't mind. Like if my wife is making more than
When
it's
she's
not a
making 900 and
competition.
you're making, pennies.
Guys, it's not a competition. Like the most important thing is that like we love each other and we can take very good care of each other and the family. So
No, she can
it's
take care of
no
the family. You're struggling, but yeah.
nah, this guy this
I
guy
feel like
relax.
Skills will have a problem with this. That's why he's trying to project
No,
it
I
on.
actually
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah.
I actually
He
wouldn't.
will. He
No,
definitely will.
I
His,
wouldn't.
his little ego will be shattered.
No, I wouldn't. Me, no. But if you know me, now I'm also lazy. You know what I mean? So if she has all
So you
that
allow her to like just do everything and
to
you be
spoil
what?
me, of course.
And you what
Yeah.
would you do?
I think Etinosa is the most honest of all of you, and I think
Thank you. Thank you.
he would be the only one who'd be like, "Yeah, I'm doing it, but I'm going to name this for what it is. I'm a fucking baby boy. Like,
Facts. I'm a
you
baby
know,
boy in this life. Yo, spoil me, fam. Like, I'm not going to have an issue with it. So even on the aspect of okay, even if I'm making enough to take care of the family, and we want to buy a car now, I'm like, no, you have money, you buy the car. Like, buy the car for me and for us. If she's making 900 per year, nah, I'm a baby boy, yo. Nah, spoil me, please. Spoil the children
Yeah,
as well.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like our family dynamics is a lot different from yours, just from an Islamic perspective. So I can never approach that shit the same way you would do. Like if I want to buy a car or want to buy if she wants to buy a car for herself, then yeah, whatever, go and buy your car.
But she cannot buy
But
the car for you.
she can buy a car for me if she wants. Like it's like a gift, isn't it? Like she can buy a car for me if she wants. But if I want to buy like
Yeah.
a family car or some shit, then
She cannot buy the
I'll probably
family
buy
car.
the car. I
Why
mean,
can't she buy the family car?
I don't know
Because
if a
when
car
you
is
buy the
much of
car
an
now, you're
issue.
struggling
Yeah, that's what
again.
I'm saying. I don't know if a car is much of an issue as like a house.
Okay,
Like if we're talking
a
about
house.
a house,
Yeah, a house.
yeah, like there's no way I'll allow my wife just pay for the whole house. Like
Why?
the whole
She has the money though.
nah, because Islam dictates otherwise, bro.
So,
So I'm
so
not doing that.
you don't want her to. Okay. In addition to that, okay.
Yeah, like it's just not. I won't be comfortable in that scenario because of what the religion dictates. That's basically it.
Okay, Rose, what about you? Are you letting her buy the house?
Well, it's always something we can discuss about, but if she wants to, like, I'm not stopping her, man. Like, it's her money.
Facts. Like that's what I'm saying. If I can put
Thing, yeah.
$0 in, she buys the
If I
house.
was
Like
if I wasn't Muslim, because I lived with a British family for 1 year. If I wasn't Muslim and I saw how they operated, they literally shared everything. I honestly wouldn't have an issue with her buying a house or whatever. Like if she wants to spoil me. The same way you're talking about. To me, it would not be a problem. It's only a problem for me, like I said, because of what Islam dictates. Like that's the only reason I wouldn't allow her to like pay all the bills and whatnot. Because then what the fuck am I doing?
I'm chilling. That's what I'm doing. I'm chilling.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't do that, bro. Like if it's a thing where she wants to pay for everything and whatnot, then nah, I wouldn't be in that kind of relationship. But yeah, you guys can have fun though.
See, to be honest, the only reason I won't be a house husband is because I'll be bored, like out of my fucking mind. If not, like I can do that. Like let her make all the bread. Like that's cool. If she's cool with it, I ain't complaining. That's all I'm saying. So, lastly, before we wrap up the thing, Wumi, on that aspect.
Wait, first, we've actually not even hit the main issue. The question is like, why do men feel scared? I feel like it's more of a thing of condescension when it gets to like the relationship dynamics, because we see it on Twitter now. Like a lot of women
Every day.
Yeah, pretty much nobody wants to date down. But when we look at things from like a man's perspective, like virtually all the time, like most men date down. So like when you now switch like the dynamics and everything, women feel like, oh, well, let me not say women in general, let me say a lot of women feel like, oh man, as if you're not earning as much as I am, like we're not on the same level. We don't have the same standards, so you can't move to me. I know. And I remember this example. I don't know how true it is, but Steve Harvey used it in his book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. So he said that one guy, like, his wife was like the main breadwinner in the house. I think he had just lost his job, so like his wife was the one doing most of the providing. And like one day they just went to the store and like he picked up a bottle of pineapple juice. Like, you know, all those things that, you know, when you go shopping now, you go out to go, you know, just find one bar
And you
of
want to add
sneakers, just
something.
put it, yeah. So he just put it there now. And then, like, she just gave him this look. And, like, what's that? And he was like, oh, it's just a bottle of pineapple juice. And she just picked it up and she dropped it. And then the bottle broke on the ground and all of that. And, like, the man, like, seeing that, because he wasn't in a state to provide, like, it really shattered, like, his ego and all of that.
I see.
So, like, when you see examples like that, and definitely there might be more going on and all of that. So when you see things like that, that's one of the reasons why man them might not want to move to babes that they know are like financially buff. Because like there's every tendency that just for even approaching, that disrespect might just be
That is a
there.
good point, too. That's facts.
Like it might just be there lurking. So like man them would just rather not. You get. But there are some guys that like take the bold step and you know you collect the L, you move on.
Facts.
It is what it is.
That is a good point, though, because then if it's time to affect the relationship dynamics in the sense of, okay, now there's just obvious disrespect, like now she's just disrespecting man, like that might then be a bit different. But in a case of where there's like pure love, you know, yeah, there ain't no problem. Also, the example I gave was where she's excessively rich. If she just happens to make slightly more money, I don't really think much would change in general.
I feel like we also have to talk about with society. If it's a Nigerian society, I really, I mean, so like a Nigerian woman that's earning like 10 times what her husband is making.
10 times. Yeah.
Bro, it's so rare to begin with that I don't even know. For sure, Nigerian men, I don't think. In fact, let's even forget about Nigerian men. I don't even know if Nigerian women would date a guy that, let's say,
Or
let's say
so
she's
get the babe
earning,
like that is the hardest part of it because she probably
let's
wouldn't
say
want to
she's
date
earning
you.
like 50M a year, right? And then the guy is earning, let's say, 3M a year. I struggle to believe that. I mean, obviously, you never know because there's probably a couple examples out there. But I've just not come across that kind of scenario where a woman even dates a guy that she's outperforming like that. I feel like someone earning that much money would definitely want a guy that's earning at least like maybe 30M, like something comparative, even if it's a bit she's earning a bit more. Like it wouldn't be that kind of gap. Maybe in the UK or US society is more possible, but in the Nigerian society, I really don't know how often that happens.
I think it's probably rare, but I think it's rare just because, like everybody will be unhappy with it. Like before you take the relationship to your parents, they'll be like, no, how, shit like that. Yeah.
So many hurdles to get past that. You just probably never make it there.
Yeah.
But you could probably date one though. I think you could date one. I don't know if you could marry one.
Marry one, yeah, that's a whole different thing. But maybe though, maybe. I don't know. See, all I was going to ask for me was because of her line of work, she's it seems like most of the time she's making more money, but as you guys have just said, people in UK are not earning any money anyways. So I don't even think the question will be valid.
I actually don't know. Let me even see what an average doctor makes in the UK. I actually don't know what it is.
I mean, like, how much does an average doctor make in the UK?
Depends on what level of training you are.
It's like a mid-ish level.
Mid-ish. Maybe
Oof.
like $50,000.
50?
40.
Damn.
Yeah, so this says NHS website. So it says if you're a specialist doctor, you earn about 50 to 70, 78.
Jeez, man, what's going on in the UK?
In foundation training, you earn a basic salary of basically 30 to 35.
No. You Mumi, when you move to the US, let me know because that has to be the move
Yeah.
by these numbers I'm hearing.
Honest, my dear, I'm so ready.
That's
But
why I
either
said like
ways, sorry, go on.
when you were giving me the hypothetical example that I had to increase it like because I
Yeah,
did
sorry,
law.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
As a lawyer in the UK, I'm not earning fucking 20K, bro. Like, like I'm just not. So you have to make it a
Even
bit
at
more realistic.
900K.
Yeah, this guy said 900K, you know.
And guys, you know that 900K, you're going to be taxed about 45%. So at the end of the day, you're walking home with like less than 450.
No, because I swear, like surgeons in the US, like the highest level, like I swear I've heard of some of them even any 1M per year. I swear. So that's why I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay,
possible. I think that's possible.
that's wild, man.
But even that
Anyways,
900K we're talking about,
healthcare in the US is bloody expensive now. So it's not
This
even
is
a
yeah,
true.
it's
Though.
surprise.
This is true. Even with insurance, people are still paying like 10K out of pockets, like for just small visits. So that's true. That's true.
And
I
at the
think.
end of the day,
Sorry, can I?
um,
I have a
Yeah,
yeah,
go
question.
on,
sure,
go on.
go ahead.
I want to understand what exactly it is that makes
it-
like that makes I sort of like this need to be the provider figure because you are male. So because
Mhm.
you're in a relationship, like is why is that such why does it influence so much like how you view what your role in a relationship should be?
I guess it's pretty much societal norms and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
in addition to religion as well.
So
But
for you, what is the ideal partner, male partner in a relationship? How would you describe him?
the ideal male partner in relationship. Hmm.
And we come here with them tough questions.
I'm fast, I'm fast.
Rose is stumbling. Rose,
Well,
fuck now.
to be
It's
fair,
a tough question.
like I kind of conform to the societal norms. So like the ideal male partner should be able to provide for his family,
Mhm.
Oh,
to an extent, but without um how do I put this now? Like it doesn't have to be an absolute in every situation because definitely there will always be women that are richer than men.
Mhm.
And in certain situations, we have women who are richer marrying men that are not as rich. So
Mhm.
I'm not going to break my back when I know like this relationship we are one and all, and like my wife is easily able to provide. I'll now tell my wife, nah, don't worry, let me use my small salary and you know.
well, get at is why is it that you feel like as a man you must provide? Why is it that that's the image society has created?
There's
I mean,
It's been from time. To be honest,
yeah.
that's what I say.
it will
It's
be
the question
difficult to
more
ask
on
us that
exactly,
question.
exactly, because it's a
Yeah, if you
societal
go back in
thing.
time,
So
yeah,
people
like
are really not even so sure about this thing. Why do we then let it influence our lives so
You see,
much?
and
What do
that's
we
the thing. Because now when people then start to challenge societal norms, it's then like, oh no, that's odd, that's different. But it's like that's what
yes,
people
let's be
exactly.
different. The point. Like, why are you going along with something some people from how many years ago said just
Thank you.
because
That's what I'm saying. So when I come on this pod
what
and I
it is?
say why should everybody get
No,
married, don't come at
just
me.
honestly, fuck all
nigga,
that.
nobody was coming at you, man. Do
Exactly.
you?
Nobody came at you.
I mean,
We should have
It's
to
still
conform
community.
to what
No, like
society says.
honestly, I actually like will die on this hill. Like you need to live your life for yourself. It's very important.
Facts.
It's vitally
Facts.
And that's the
really
thing, like when you ask the question about the ideal male partner, I was gonna say that doesn't exist. Like there's nothing like ideal male partner because everyone has different things that they want for themselves. I think the only thing
yeah,
that's important is whatever it is that you need or whatever your weaknesses are, you find somebody that can balance that. So I have friends who are women and they don't like cooking, you know, and if you come to Nigeria now, they tell you, how can you not cook as a woman in the house? Well, like, fam, if that's not what you want to do, then you find a man that either can afford a chef or that likes cooking, you know, and you balance it out. So the ideal male partner, honestly, is just whoever like works with you. If we're talking about a societal standard of what a
Yeah,
male
then
partner
there
should be
is,
like,
yeah.
that's what Rose kind of described. But the ideal male partner, I don't think exists.
Any more questions? Thoughts?
no.
Kamal, final thoughts?
Final thoughts on dating up and dating down.
Or those are you're good?
Yeah, I think I'm good with that, man. Yeah.
guy, you didn't even allow me finish. Yeah,
Finish.
Arrows go.
Yeah. So okay, well, basically, like at the end of the day, just do you, because like each person determines their own happiness,
Yeah.
whether you date up or date down. So like there's no guarantee that, oh, dating up means that you're going to have like a very successful relationship and all. And one thing, like, you know how a lot of people say, I must get this before I get married, I must have like 5 billion in my account, I must have like 3 mansions, two G
Yeah.
wagons
Skills,
and all of
skills. He's talking to you.
I didn't say that.
that.
I didn't say that. I said if
Yeah,
I
but you
no, what I
implied it
said
too.
was
You
I should
implied
have
it
it
too.
if I'm bringing a child, I should be financially ready. That's what I said. I didn't say I have to have all that before I
Yeah.
get married.
It's just I support
So
you. But
Thanks.
so like at the end of the day, like there's no there's really no time where you are fully ready for
Mm,
all of those situations. There's no fixed time. There's no time that they say, yes, this is the perfect time and all of that. I guess you have to bring yourself to the realization that, okay, yes, I can make this work. And that's why, like, in relationships and all of that. So, dating up, dating down, those things, yeah, to an extent, they matter. Don't get me wrong. Like, everybody wants a partner that, like, to an extent, is financially boxed up. But at the end of the day, it's not
mm,
finances that's going to sustain the relationship, it's the two of you. Because financial
true.
situations change. You might have money today, tomorrow, Bitcoin might drop to below below $1, and you're broke. So at the end of the day, man, it's still up to you guys to make it work.
Yo, actually, I have a question. You know, you know how in when we want to date and stuff. Actually, for me, this would be a good question for you.
what's up?
Whenever it is that you become active again in your dating life, yeah, do you have do you have expectations for what a guy should be like? So let's say first dates, for example. Do you adhere to the whole he has to pay and all that nonsense that I don't know say nonsense, but you know that all that social media rhetoric though. Do you adhere to all that?
I don't. I'm very, very firmly on this vibe of honestly, everybody's an individual and we're also different.
Mm,
Um, the best way to get to know me is to literally just be yourself. Um, and I just do what makes me happy. So I don't honestly a lot of these things I don't even like I don't know, I don't even think about. It's just about getting to know the person.
So you're not
But
opposed
to be honest, you
to
have certain specifications that you might want in a partner.
Yes, but I feel like those things are just even they're just a part of it. There's so much else and like the connection is far more important.
Okay, so are you saying
so
that, yeah, if there's a pretty decent connection, you're willing to bend your expectations?
Why should I have to bend my expectation? Yes, I'm saying you find someone who will meet your expectations.
mhm,
But that should also I feel like your expectation should be the bare minimum.
mhm.
Um, you should find someone who like yes, all those things and then more. So that's not even like what you should be thinking about. Like of course they meet your expectations.
so in a scenario where let's say you do find a guy that you have a decent connection with. Let's say like what skills asked me you're making like triple what he's making. Would you be still okay with moving forward with that kind of relationship?
Yeah, should be
I
fine.
feel like that's so like arbitrary though. Like making triple what he's making.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, on basis of what? There's so many situations in which that could happen. I feel
mm-hmm,
like the only thing I see, and like money is not the best marker for whatever
mm-hmm,
it's trying to mark. I think also even the way I think of relationships, I don't see it as an individual. We should be working as a team.
mm-hmm,
Um, and I don't know. I think if the only time it would bother me is
mm-hmm,
you making less a symptom of something else.
mm-hmm,
So it's a symptom of you are the kind of person who doesn't follow through, you
mm-hmm.
know, kind of things, then yeah, that might be an issue for me. but it wouldn't just be an earning issue. It would be is this the kind of person I want to be with issue. Um,
So if he's just like in a job that's a low-paying job, for example, so it's not really
thing is,
something he's doing wrong, so that's okay.
money honestly isn't everything. It really, really isn't. Like he could be someone, I don't know, like at a certain point in my life, I hope I get to the point where
Mm,
not necessarily about earning, or I'm getting to the point where the earning is happening already by itself, so I can focus on other things, and those
mm,
things are just as important as well. um or even in, and like, honestly, like every relationship is different and everyone finds their own way in which they navigate life, because there's even families where like the woman is the one who is the like worker or earner, and the dad stays at home and looks after the kid and the home, and they make it work and they're happy. So it's honestly like it's up to each individual person.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I like that.
Well, the
Feels.
thing is, yeah. So the thing is, like, I don't know with most people, because what Wumi is saying is basically what I always say, but I guess just in a more calm and calculated way. It's like live your life. You know what I mean? But I think another issue is a lot of people don't challenge themselves to be skeptic or think outside of societal norms. Because I've still
Yeah.
talked to people that are maybe 50, 60 years old, and they're like, no, your wife should be the one that cooks at home because that's just how it is. But that's
No,
just how it is doesn't mean anything.
for sure.
So
But I
yeah.
think it's if you think about humans and the way we've evolved, and just looking at us and recognizing that we are animals, and we do have these instincts. So it's not, we didn't evolve to sort of be different. It's safer to blend in. So a lot of people are
True, I
scared,
guess.
and especially because I feel like when you make that decision to sort of live life on your own terms, it's not just a thing that's in relationships. If you're really doing it properly, it shows up in every other aspect of your life as well. um and I think that's really scary for some people, which is why they give those reasons. But I feel like it propagates so
Mm,
much bullshit though, because there's so much
true.
bullshit that's being recycled in the world and people are carrying on. It's like, why? Like why? Why even? Like
That's what I'm
I
saying, because I think it's the fear, like you just said. I think the fear also goes along with that. Because it's like I don't want to then start doing something different. Because it's almost like, new frontiers, new territory. How do I navigate that? I don't know. Let's just do what everybody else has been doing because it's
yeah,
Mm,
safe. Yeah.
mm.
safe.
It's safe.
Um yeah. And fear of isolation. Because as humans, we mock anything that's different. That's our nature, to point out the different. Um
True, true.
rather than the similarities. But
Actually, is it just because it's safe though? Do you feel like society is set up in a way where men have higher earning potential than women?
um I think a lot of that is changing. I
Mm,
think more and more there's space being made for people being rewarded just on the quality of what they're bringing to the table, and not
yep.
having
Mm.
their gender, their race, their religion feature into that evaluation. So I think that's changing. But traditionally, yeah,
Yeah,
men.
I think for sure. Like even law in the UK, everything's standardizing now. Like whatever role you come in at, there's a salary. It's already pre-published, so it's not even like you're negotiating these things anymore. So whether you're a man or you're a woman, you're just doing the same thing.
Mm.
But that
Yeah.
changes a lot though, drastically. Like the further you go up. So if you look at the partner ratio, for example, in law firms in the UK, the male to female ratio is very skewed in that respect, and it's kind of the same in amongst all FTSE, the big FTSE companies. I think if you look at the CEOs of the top FTSE companies, maybe only like four. I think last time I saw it, like maybe four that are women. So there's still a big problem like at the top. And at the end of the day, the top, let's say 5% of earners is what accounts for the majority of the wage gap between men and women. So until we get to a stage where women are being rewarded more on the higher levels, I think we'll still have this same issue popping up every now and again. So this whole thing about men being earners and everything, I don't see it going away anytime soon, to be honest. But like you guys said, everyone should just do what's comfortable for them, man. Like we shouldn't have to acquiesce to what society wants us to do.
Facts. Actually, facts. Any more thoughts? Everybody good? All off the chest.
Skills at 43.
Cool. Anyways, yeah.